Somehow in episode 4 of Hawkeye, he said he could knock somebody out with just a coin. Partially, I'm here to show you that I've learned it, and partially I'm here to teach you how you can get around all the pitfalls that I didn't know when I was learning it myself. So I'll be giving you the best tips, tricks, and tools so that you can learn it the fastest and do it the most accurately. Come on, don't believe me? That's how it works. First thing you need to figure out is what coin you're going to use. And you really have 6 options. You have a dime, penny, nickel, quarter, dollar, and 50-cent piece. I really only have 2 uses for coins. The first one is when I use it to give to my college, and it ends up disappearing anyways. The second is for the purpose of this tutorial, which is where I use the nickel. Quarters and everything above seem to be a little bit too heavy and a little bit too wide, where the dime and the penny are a little bit too light to be able to get enough control on it. First thing you're going to need to know is the grip. Just like the same way that you would snap your fingers is pretty much the same thing you're going to be doing here. First, let's start without the coin. So you're going to take your middle finger and put it right against your thumb, and you're going to flick down toward your ring finger like that. So with the same amount of pressure, you'll do it that way, but this time you're going to add a little bit more pressure and you're going to put the coin in. But you're not going to want to put the coin all the way in to where it covers the coin completely. This time when you put the coin in, leave it about halfway out. I have over 50% of the coin not in between my fingers, and I have it toward the left side or toward my pinky. Now when you're flicking, it'll come out this side and a little bit toward the back. Here are a few tips to help you practice. First, find a really long hallway, or any hallway technically works. Next, make sure there's no gaps under any doors, that way the coins don't slide through, and if there are gaps under the doors, just grab a blanket or something. Next is to make sure what type of floor you have. So if you have a carpet floor, you're going to be all set. If you have a wood floor, put a couple blankets down. There's going to be a lot of power coming off of this. You don't want to damage your floor. And depending on how long your hallway is and if you have any pictures up in your hallway, you might want to take those down as well. Next, grab a stand of some sort or a table like this and set it at the end of the hallway. Next, take something that's really light and use it as your target. For this, I used a card cube. And yes, I built that. And if you want to know how, let me know in the comments below and I'll make a tutorial. Before you start practicing though, here are a couple of warnings. 1, you're probably going to lose a lot of money. Coins are really hard to find and they end up in a lot of weird places, so fair warning. 2, this does take a lot of time to actually get down, so if you want to actually get good at this, it's probably going to take you at least an hour just to be able to get the hang of it. And 3rd, you're going to rub your thumb and fingers raw. I already have a lot of calluses built up from the fact that I both play the drums and have done that for 9 years, and have been performing sleight of hand for 9 years. So the combination of those 2 things mean I do already have a lot of calluses on my fingers, and my fingers still were rubbed raw. And it's clearly not going to work with gloves, so this is just something you're going to have to build up. Speaking of movies, you've definitely seen Now You See Me 2 where that had that beautiful card throwing scene. And if you want to learn every single move in that entire scene, you can check it out there, and the coin vanish I did right there. Make sure to subscribe to the channel if you like these types of videos, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. This is Card Perfect, signing off.